Hello there, everyone. I
Hello
feel like I
there.
just stole Jose's line.
I know. It's okay. It's
It's
not like
okay.
it's the only line that I got.
Yeah, I know you have multiple lines. Well,
Just
guys,
kidding.
thank you so much for joining in. I see the chats have been starting since
Oh yeah.
6 o'clock. I wasn't
People are
even,
excited.
I know people are excited. Well, I'm excited because,
Very
this
much.
has been an interview that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And when I messaged Jose the other day asking him if he wanted to hop on, you can see from his excitement and exclamation points that he was
Oh
like,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, we're very much so. First of all, thank you for letting me, tag along. But yeah, I mean, our guest today, almost needs no introduction, but we're gonna try anyway, um, because man, he has been, you know, it's always awesome when a true fan gets to make cross that rainbow bridge into not just loving Star Wars but also making Star Wars,
Hmm.
if that makes any sense. And I don't think anybody embodies that more than our guest tonight. But he's he's not just happy with being part of one of the most successful cinematic sagas of all time. He's got multiple right contributions to the geek fandom. Um, my personal favorite, believe it or not, y'all know I love Star Wars. Okay, Star Wars is my heart. However, he's also part of a near and dear franchise that I absolutely love, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender. And not only that, he is literally my favorite character of that entire season, show, cartoon, whatever you want to call it. And again, I couldn't think of anybody else, playing him. But Nilda, you also have, a lot in common with him, as we were discussing here in the green room a little bit ago.
Yeah. So we both love the movie Jaws. That's why I'm wearing the shirt. So that's another plus. But yeah, guys, we should just bring him in.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. I'm gonna bring in Paul. He literally needs no introduction.
Welcome, welcome.
What's up,
Thank you so
everyone?
much for joining us, man. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. And again, super, super excited about having you here. Um, just chatting with us, and both Nilda and I relish had the opportunity to have, like I said, talented actor, a true fan,
Mhm.
and such a knowledgeable person, of all things Star Wars, Jaws, as we've previously stated, and just an overall good dude, man. So we really really want to say thank you for taking the time and chatting here with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And yeah, sorry, it takes a while sometimes to get these things coordinated because I know that you reached out to me before, but I don't. My social media is it's there's a lot going on, so I don't
Oh
get a
no.
chance to get to everyone every once in a while. And there are things I still have, like I look and go, oh, I didn't answer that one yet. So I apologize for that. But yeah, no, thanks for having me on the show, and I'm really happy to sort of jump on and chat and help. I mean, I know what it's like. I've got a small YouTube channel myself, and the hustle is real, and so the best way to sort of grow your channel and grow your content is by collaborating with other people. So I'm really really happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely, and thank you for that. And also, by the way, guys, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, but just in case you don't, his YouTube channel name is actually his handle as it's shown right now on screen. So make sure
Go
that you type
follow.
that in, and make sure that you're following him. I'm pretty sure everybody here is already, but just in case, if there's any stragglers out there, go follow Paul over on Biteration Dude here on YouTube and everywhere, really, all over social media. But yeah, so thank you again for joining us, man. We're pretty excited. I don't even know where to start, if I'm being honest. So, um, Nilda, you got something, go for it, because I'm just
Oh yeah.
fanboying back here.
Oh no, like I said, before we hopped on, which by the way, happy belated birthday.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Happy
Thank you.
Yes,
birthday.
happy birthday. Yeah, yesterday or Sunday when we spoke, and then you were like, "Oh yeah, let's do this," and I was like, "Wait, what?" Like, I wasn't. I was like on my phone looking at the message, and I was just like, "Wait, what?" And
Yeah.
Leon's looking at me, going like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Look at the message." And he goes, "Oh my gosh." He's like, "That's cool." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't even know what to do now." He was like, "You got this. You got this." And I immediately like messaged Jose and I was like, "Hey, if this is happening, you got to come on."
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
it's serendipity because you caught me I've got a bit of a break in my schedule right now, and it doesn't happen often. And so it was great, and I had time. It was my birthday. I was taking it easy. I'm scrolling through all the messages. Lots of love out there for everybody.
Yes.
Wish me a happy birthday. I mean, my heart is just overflowing with gratitude, and just it was so nice. And then I came across your message, which was really great. And then you just sort of said, "Hey, you know what? Like, if you have any time," it's like, and I thought, I have a little bit of time. Let's do this. And I just,
Beautiful.
trying to be
Beautiful.
really proactive and say, "Hey, here's a window of opportunity. Let's just grab that and go." And there you go.
Truly appreciate it, my friend.
No
Yeah,
problem.
absolutely. Also, I just want to say and get it out of the way. Your collection looks incredible.
I
Oh,
know.
thank you.
You're putting all of our
Those,
backgrounds to shame. So
I know
there's
those
that.
cabinets are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thanks. They actually extend you all the way to the end of the room, so it's like a
Nice.
20-foot
Oof.
run. And this pole is usually I have my table is it's like a little bit more
There you go.
to get this pole out of the way. But
Yeah.
I had my show last night, unboxing,
Yeah.
Funboxing Sundays, where I open up a geeky collectible and I do a half-ass review, and it's mostly just chatting. And I had to get something from behind the table, so I moved it. It's
Nice.
messy back here because I've just like last night. We opened up
Yes.
the Hot Toys, Sand Trooper Sergeant, and the
Yeah.
Dewback.
Do back.
It's
So
heavy.
pretty.
Gorgeous.
It's big. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but it's just that's future Paul's problem. But yeah,
Exactly.
so this is I collect Hot Toys, as you can see from my background,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so that's kind of my addiction right now when it comes to Star Wars collectibles. But I am also a collector of replica props and lightsabers and blasters and helmets and action figures and ships and all of those things.
Oh yeah.
Just basically everything.
Yeah, if it's got Star Wars on it, I'll pretty
Exactly.
much try to
Yeah.
grab
So
it.
so there you go, guys. That's how you know he's a true collector. He's like, I got it. I don't know where it's going, but I got it.
Yeah.
I know every time I go to like my local comic book shop and I see like they have a new hot toy, I look and I'm just like, where am I gonna put this thing?
Yeah.
And I'm like just sitting there for 20 minutes. Like the same thing with backing up the new HasLab project.
Yeah.
I
The
keep
gunship.
I keep thinking to myself, like, where am I gonna put this? I'm gonna have to
Same.
mount this on the ceiling with fishing
Right.
hooks.
It's a real thing with collectors. It's like space danger.
Yeah.
You don't have it. I am fortunate. So what I do is like my plan is to rotate stuff, curate the collection and change things around, and certain pieces come out on display for a bit and then they go back in the box and into storage, and then we bring out the other things. So it's kind of a great way to clean but also play with your toys and like sort of keep everything fresh and going. And so yeah, with the lat, for example, like just over there, you can't see it, but I've got the Ghost. I've got a bunch of TVC ships, like the vintage collection scale. So it's like a 1/18th scale. Yeah, 1/18th scale. So I've got, the N1 Starfighter, the Land Speeder, blah, 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 blah. But I still have in storage, boxed up is the Razor Crest.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
I got to bring that out. I got to do that. I got to bring out the Razor Crest. And I have backed the lat,
All right.
which is the new HasLab.
Yeah.
For those of you out there who are looking into it, check it out, HasbroPulse.com.
Yep.
It is the LAT, the low altitude armored transport /I infantry version. And it's kind of like a crowdfunded project. And basically what they'll do, Hasbro, is every year they'll have for different franchises, in this case for Star Wars, this is the gunship that is used to transport troops in episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Right.
So that's up right now. And you've got about, I think it's 23 weeks.
Yeah,
3 weeks to get up to 8,000 backers. Once you get 8,000 backers, it's going to go into production.
Right.
And as it stands right now, I think they have 3,539 backers. So they're almost halfway there.
Yeah.
And so that's that's one of those things. If it doesn't get to 8,000, then it's done. They won't do it.
Will not make it. Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
But
I saw that I saw that Mr. Steve is taking it on the road too, and he's showcasing it at different points, right? In I believe in the country, and I believe in Canada, right? Also,
yep. He's bringing it to Fan Expo in Toronto.
Oh.
So it'll be, if you're going to Fan Expo in Toronto, check out the Hasbro booth. Say hi to Mr. Stevie
Yes,
18,
sir.
Mr. Big Shot Hasbro guy with his lat gunship. Thinks
Yep.
he's so smart. So yeah, say hi to him and say hi to the rest of the Star Wars crew. Chris and I think Emily will be there as
Emily,
well.
yeah.
So say hi to them. Tell them Paul said hi and said it's about time they released the CARSON TEVA figure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my lord. Yes.
Dude, I've been
That
trying
was
to
great.
find it. My
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
my local GameStop told me, they were like, hey, as soon as we got it in, they're like, we'll call you. They're like, we know you live right across the street. I'm like, I
right.
need 2 of them.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I was gonna say. I need several. Yeah, no, it's a popular one. I've had trouble, also like finding it, but
I'm shocked but delighted by that. I think it's great. That's a big "I told you so" Hasbro for me, because for the longest time it's
exactly.
"Where's my figure?" And they
We've been
begrudgingly,
asking. Trust me. Yeah.
they begrudgingly released one. For sure, I'm sure the thinking, oh, it'll be the next Peg Warmer award winner for the next decade.
Oh
But
no.
it's flying
No.
off the shelves. I'm really, really happy about that. And it's that's a dream come true, being
Absolutely.
immortalized in plastic and being immortalized as a Star Wars character is another feather in the cap. And yeah, it's humbling and it's delightful and it's awesome at the same time. So it's I'm living my best life right now. And I'm so happy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so Chad, we're not ignoring you. We're just, we're having a lot
I
of
know.
fun here,
I was just about to
talking
say that.
with our guest. I did want to say, Neil and myself, we got a few questions, right, for Paul.
Yeah.
But if the chat has a couple questions that you guys wanna, tell us, go ahead and drop it in the chat. We will try to get to it. The chat has been on fire, by the way, from like 2 hours before we started. So people are excited. But yeah, so if you guys have some questions, go ahead and drop it here in the chat. I already saw a couple. I see you guys. Okay, I see you. But yeah, so I just wanted to say hi to the Bunker Bunch. Appreciate y'all coming in, as well, of course, as Neil does chat, over here on Appetite for Collectibles. So yeah, you want to start, Neil, with the first
Yeah,
question?
I'll start. Or let me just address the chat real quick.
Sure.
Hi, Tom. This is everybody like at 6:00.
Yeah.
Adelphi
Delphi Rangers
Rangers,
in the house.
where the fun begins. Rosa, 30 minutes to go. The other one was me. I'm not going to showcase me. Can't wait. He says I'm shopping with 16% battery.
Like to live on the edge like that.
Matt Hunter. Thank you, Matt. Matt was actually somebody that you and I, well, I don't know if you met him, Jose. He had a booth outside of Rebel Scum, and he actually gave me an authentic Jaws movie poster to bring to my house as like
I
a
saw
gift.
the booth, yeah.
Yeah, so he gave me a poster to add to my little mini Jaws collection.
Nice.
That's awesome.
We got Flex.
What's going on, brother?
You actually, Paul, you were actually part of so we're all like mutual friends with George Medina from the Hyperdrive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're all like collectively like good friends. Like we all just spent what was it, last week? We were all together in Texas for a huge like con.
Right. Rebels come?
Yes. We should get you there one day.
Yeah,
I was
George actually just messaged me at 7 and was like, "Hey, just meant to tell you, it's kind of like a mini Star Wars celebration, so you should come down
really is.
and stuff for next year." So it's like, yeah,
for sure.
All right, we got Star Wars Hunter. Chris Elliott's in the house.
What's going on, Chris?
Chris is probably still bitter that I beat him up in pool in Texas. It was mutual though. Skywalking Ryan.
Rosa.
We got Vicente. It's funny, Vicente actually texted me earlier today and he was like, dude, I still can't believe you're interviewing Paul. He's like, I loved him in Kim's Convenience Show on Netflix. We got Jake Bream. What's up, Nilda? Can't believe you got Paul Sun-Hyung on the show.
We can't
this was literally the messages that I was getting, Paul. So like, thank you again.
Well, my old agent used to say, if you don't ask, you don't get, right? So it never hurts to ask.
That. Yeah.
So
he plays Appa and Kim's Convenience, such a good series. Yeah, the chat's on fire.
Yeah. Going off. What's up, Freezy? Oh yeah, Freeze is in Canada. I keep forgetting.
Paul, your collection in the background is fire.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I got
Thank
people
you.
wishing you a happy birthday as well.
Yep.
Ryan wishing you a happy birthday. Making sure I don't like miss everybody's stuff. Every collector's problem. Don't know where you're gonna put it. Facts.
Yep.
Dewback looks heavy.
It's really heavy.
I saw Medina like unbox it in one of his videos, and like the
Yeah.
way he was lifting it, even though like I know sometimes he's doing it for the dramatics, but like just
No,
the way
it's heavy.
he lifted it.
It's heavy. It is really and it's awkward, right? So
Yeah.
that's really funny. And he's got such a great setup at his place too. Like I love his background,
Yeah.
and the stuff he has, but he's got a really nice big table in front of him where he can do that. So I'm
Yeah.
envious of that. So
Yeah, I don't know how he keeps it, like clear. That's my thing, right? I'm like, I see any sort of flat surface here, I'm putting stuff on it like all
Right.
the time.
Yeah.
He's got, that how do you call that, discipline, right? So he's like, no, this is like my review space, like to keep it clean.
Yeah.
I can't. I've tried.
Yeah.
It's
Mine,
I have
mine
so
is
much. Yeah. Same thing. I've got clutter.
Yeah.
It's all just cluttered.
Yeah.
Right. Like I've got the Dewback
mine looks
pieces
nice
of the mouth.
in the back, but like in the front,
Nice.
boxes everywhere.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, just off the. I've got a stack of unopened Hot Toys boxes right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 boxes.
Nice.
And it's all like, because on my channel, what we'll do is I'll have a poll and say, hey, for the next show,
Right.
what do you guys want to open up? And they'll have a poll, and so like certain figures just keep getting bumped to the bottom. It's like, oh my god. But what I also want to do is because I've done. I used to, at the beginning of my live stream of my YouTube channel, I used to do a lot of short form videos, right? So just produced, edited. I do reviews on different toys and collectibles. And I had a company that I was partnered with called Pigeon Row, and their editors would put it all together and make it look really, really professional and awesome. And so that's what I used to do. And then before I discovered live streams, and then what ended up happening was Pigeon Row went out of business. Everybody went the separate way, and I stopped doing these review videos because I wasn't disciplined or smart enough to do the editing and make it look really cool. And live streaming was great because you have that instant sort of interaction. You talk with the people in the chats, you have a lot of fun, and do all that stuff. And so that's what I was, I kind of got into that, but now I want to get back into doing these short form videos again and just sort of putting them out there because they are a lot of fun. And I can open up more toys that way.
Exactly.
And get them, because now I feel like the nickname for the basement here is the warehouse, because that's all I'm doing. It's like I'm stacking up toys. It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark at the very end with all the boxes and boxes and boxes. So
I was telling Jose, like, I don't mind doing the editing. It's a lot of fun, but sometimes it's like major time constricting. So like, I agree with you. Sometimes the lives are a lot better. You can do it right there. But then sometimes, like, if you kind of mess up, like when the Razor Crest first came out, I was trying to build it and I did it during a live stream.
Nice.
And I was trying to finagle stuff around. And like, thank God I had people that were on there that actually knew what pieces went with what, and they helped me. But also I was like, damn, I wanted this video to go good.
But that's why I think people love that on live streams, because it's so real. You're in the moment, right? Like me trying to figure out how to get this thing out of the change the Dewback's mouth was, it's like the struggle is real and everybody sees that, and you get a laugh from it, but people really totally get it and they understand. And again, you get saved from everybody in the chats who's going, no, actually you do this, you do that. You go, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And that's the community element aspect of live streaming that I love.
Yeah.
Is just that interaction, and it's immediate and it's there, and people genuinely enjoy that sort of back and forth, and it's fun to watch. Like if I don't have something and I'm watching somebody unbox it, like I'm living vicariously through them. And so that's part of the joy of these things. And so there is something really, really cool about both sort of formats. Like the live streams are great, but they don't have to be perfect. I guess
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say.
True.
And we want things to be perfect and for us to look all professional and like we know what we're doing. But I found people enjoy it more when I mess up. And like we have this thing, like I'm constantly dropping things or losing like tiny batteries or screws. I had this one live stream where I was trying to put together the speeder bike and one of the batteries flipped out and like got stuck inside
Oh
the
no.
speeder bike, and I've never been able to get it out. So you can hear it rattling around in there. And that turned into a running joke for years. Everybody was like, "Oh, don't drop the batteries." And so it's one of those things that is a happy accident.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
I know I did that in one of the live streams. I was assembling together the Darth Maul hot toy from Solo where he's sitting in his chair.
Yeah.
And when I'm trying to assemble one of the arms to do the blade, we heard a snapping noise and I was like, I broke his hand. And then like I paused in the middle of the stream and then like I ended up figuring out that I didn't, but it was people were laughing during that.
It's real. And
Yeah.
that's a great part of it. It's not this overproduced it just makes people feel better when you see other people mess up because everybody goes, that would have been me.
Yep.
That would have been me. So you get instant sort of like street cred and like, empathy points because like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And people know, okay, if I'm going to do this, be careful because you don't want to snap the hand.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that happened to me when I unboxed a gargoyle from NECA. And I'm like, look, guys, it's got so great articulation. It just went like the arm. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Oh. And you can see it in my, and somebody actually clipped that and like sent it to me. He's like, here, in case you want to use it, this is where your heart broke. I'm like, I hate you so much, but I will use it. I was like,
yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. It was crazy.
So I'm gonna, I guess I'll start with the questions and then we'll definitely, because the chat's on fire with the questions. I feel like it's just gonna be the chat just asking away. But Paul, I already know that Jaws is your favorite film of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had to rank your top 3 favorite Star Wars films, what would they be?
Okay, so it used to be Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars, and then Return of the Jedi. And obviously things have changed. I have always, when it came out, really, really enjoyed Rogue One.
Yes.
So I think Rogue One now takes top spot in my list.
Wow.
Just because it was so different. And this predates Andor. Andor is a masterpiece.
Yep.
I loved Andor, but there was something about having a Star Wars movie without the holy trinity of characters, the main, the main group outside, that just made it so much more immediate. And the stakes were raised. You could just see how disorganized the rebellion was, how scared everybody was. And you knew this was a group of individuals who were all going to die. And so for me, it was just like, okay, this is like, it just felt a lot more real than Star Wars. I mean, and it's funny saying that, 'cause Star Wars, it's like a fairy tale, right? It's sci-fi, it's fantasy, it's this and that. You have a farm boy who becomes a hero, and there doesn't seem to be a ton of real world consequences, even though, Alderaan blows up. But it just felt like, and I've heard this phrase before, like Andor and Rogue One, kind of like Star Wars for adults type thing.
Yes.
And as somebody who grew up adoring Star Wars as a 5-year-old and watching everything and collecting the toys and this and that, it was a fresh take on something that I loved. And I think the Star Wars universe is vast enough that it can sustain all these different narratives, from Tales of the Junior Jedi, which is, animated stuff for little kids, to something as complex as Andor, right? I think that the universe can sustain that, and not everything has to be for everyone. So I appreciated what they did with Rogue One. So that takes top slot now. Also, for me, there's a bit of nostalgia for that, because when I was 5 years old, my dad took my sister and I to see Star Wars in the movie theater. Rogue One, I pulled my boys from school. We played hooky together, and I took them to see Rogue One. So we saw that together. And so that was, for me, that it's got that sort of added element of nostalgia,
right?
Like new nostalgia, but with old memories, So it's like that echo, or like what George Lucas says, they rhyme, they match. Yeah. It's kind of like that. It felt like that. So there's that. Empire Strikes Back is still up there, though. Still love Empire Strikes Back. So that's number 2. And number 3 has got to be Star Wars. You
Nice.
know, it's like Return of the Jedi just kind of got bumped out just a little bit, just a little nudge, right? But
No, yeah,
yeah,
that's
and
definitely a worthy
yeah.
list right there.
So those are my top three,
Yeah,
and we
that's
could talk for the whole hour about
Yeah, for sure. For
about
sure.
this and all, you know, how good Star Wars can be in terms of not retconning but propping up backstory
Mhm.
to make other already produced and established movies prop them up. Like if you're going to talk about let's talk about the prequels and how the Clone Wars animated series and Rebels prop that
Oh,
propped
yeah.
up that whole
Mhm.
thing, right? Because when they
Absolutely.
first got released, a lot of people, I mean, as standalone films, they were kind of like, what's going on? I don't
Yeah.
understand. Why would they make these jumps? It doesn't make sense. And then Dave Filoni, genius that he is, he fills in all the gaps and he introduces all these characters and all
Yeah.
these narratives, and suddenly it all makes sense. And you kind of
Mhm.
go, oh. And so 20 years later, people go, you know, prequels, they weren't that bad
They
after
weren't that
all.
bad.
They're actually pretty
Yeah.
good. I think we were
Exactly.
being unfair. And it's like, no. On their own, without any context,
Yeah.
they're hard to
Kinda rough.
they're rough. They are rough. They still are.
Yeah.
Now you have the benefit of all the storyline, which is like lifting it up and just enriching it. So you kind of go, oh yes, that makes sense.
Exactly.
And that's brilliant craft. That's brilliant storytelling to fill in the blanks,
Mhm.
to elevate what's already there. And I think that's exactly what Andor did with Rogue One, because it hits different now.
Oh,
If you
Oh,
watch
absolutely.
yeah.
Andor season 1 and 2, and then you watch Rogue One, that hits so differently now.
Yep. Yeah,
And
yeah.
so it took,
I think
in
we
my
all
mind,
watched. Oh, sorry.
no, it's okay. It just
No, I
took,
was saying,
in my
I
mind, what
think,
was a great movie and made it even better. So
Yeah.
yeah. No, I agree with what you said with Andor and with Rogue One. I believe, like all of us, when Andor finally ended the season 2, I think everybody, when that last episode aired, I think everybody jumped in and
Jumped
started
immediately.
watching
Yeah.
Rogue One
Rogue One.
100%.
Yeah.
because it finally made everything sense. But at the same time, it actually made the movie even more sad
Yeah.
because you already
Oh, yeah.
knew, like, yeah.
You're invested in him in a different way than you were initially.
Exactly.
Because again, when you watch Rogue One and you're introduced to the Cassian Andor character, you're like, who's this guy? Oh, he's a cold-blooded killer.
Right.
He just shot that dude right in the back,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And you're like, oh my God. But then you look at the beginning of Andor, even he does that too. Season 1,
Yeah.
he kills those 2 security guards. He
Mhm.
kills the first one by accident.
Yeah.
But then when he realizes, like, this is really bad, like,
It's-
without hesitation,
Yep.
he kills the other guy.
Yep.
So, you know, it's a really, really interesting form of echoing the rhyming, the couplets, how they match up and stuff. But with Andor 2, it's interesting because, like, with Rogue One, he's not the main guy anymore. It's
Yeah.
Jyn Erso's story.
Right.
So she becomes more of the focus and he's more of the, so it's fun in that sense too, when you take a character that is a main character but not the main character, and you fill in his backstory, which ultimately is far more interesting to see
Agreed.
how he got there.
Right.
And who's to say, like, maybe they'll do a Jyn Erso origin story,
Yeah.
like in her years, like when she was Saw Gerrera and growing up. I mean, it's you know, it's definitely a possibility. So
Yeah.
The universe
Yeah, I
is
mean
endless.
that period of time is ripe for a lot of stories, to be told. For sure. I wanted to pick up back on something that you mentioned, with Rogue One and how it gave us more of a inside perspective, right? Like we don't have this over the top characters anymore. It's kind of like almost regular people, right? Um, and from what I've heard, and myself included, fans really like how grounded, Carson Teva is, and how real he feels. But I wanted to ask you, how much was that, in the script, and how much is that, did you bring, into the equation?
Oh, that's a great question. It's everything starts with the script,
Right.
right? You get that's the backbone of any sort of performance, is you get the words, and then you get to make choices about those words as an actor. And no two actors are going to make the exact same choices,
Sure.
which is what makes it really a lot of fun, right? There's different
Exactly.
ways of interpreting it. And then you add in the directors, the showrunners, the producers. They all have an idea of where they want these characters to go and how to shape them. And so for Carson Teva, I remember, first of all, I didn't know if he was going to be, I didn't know his name. I didn't know if he had a name. It was just, there was a code name for it, a foodie pilot. And I was like, foodie pilot? Like, I was so literal. It was like, does he drive like one of those like food truck type like spaceships? Is that like, in Blade Runner? When that big junk, that flying ship comes by and he's serving noodles out of it.
Yes. Is that
what it is? And I thought, I don't care. It's if I get a chance to be in Star Wars, I will play anything, right? And I thought,
I hear you.
I'm gonna be an alien. No one will see me. I'll be in all those prosthetics. It'll be fine, but I'll be in it. And then to find out that no, he's a pilot, and he used to be a rebel pilot. I thought, oh my God. And they said, you're gonna stay, and we get to see your face. I thought, holy crap, what's going on? But he was described as John Favreau basically said he's kind of like a New York beat cop. He goes around and he's got a big neighborhood that he's got to cover, and people know him, and there are people who like him, but a lot of people don't like him, but they put up with him because he's a cop type thing. And so he said he had that feeling where it's just sort of like and that kind of started it all, because it was a real world equivalent that helped ground the character, right? And the script was already there. Like you read the lines, you kind of go, okay, I know how to endow certain characteristics of what John is looking for, how he envisions it, and now it's up to me to sort of make my interpretation, to sort of present and say, well, here's what I have to do with the character. And I saw him more when upon reading it, I saw him more instead of a beat cop, I saw him more as like a Texas Ranger back in the old days, because the Mandalorian's like a big Western.
Yep.
And the Rangers were like, they had vast territories that they had to sort of police in that sense. They were, I think the old saying was one ranger, one riot, one ranger. So although there were very few of them, the ones that were out there were very formidable. And so if you saw a Texas Ranger ride in, you knew there's shit was going to go down, basically, right? And so that's kind of how I saw him as, is this guy that is trying to piece together, because they already had little vestiges of him trying to place together things that are happening. And again, it was, great writing, because he's got the idea that the Empire is reforming, right? It's there's the remnants, they're out there and things are adding up, and he's trying to convince people that it's happening. And he knows that with the limited resources that you have, the best way to survive is through community, right? He's got to make those connections. He's got to get people on board in these communities with him, because he's not going to get any help from Coruscant.
Exactly.
So that sort of added all those elements to it. So it really was a kind of a fun collaborative process, and it got more collaborative, I think, once season 2 came out, because it was one of those things where I didn't have to audition for the role. It was offered to me. And I think, I'd already done I'm a trained actor. I've been around the block a few times. I've worked in a lot of shows. I was a lead on a hit comedy show in Canada, Kim's Convenience, won awards for it. But this was before anybody had really heard of the show in the US.
Right.
So I'm this unknown Canadian guy who just shows up on a set of Star Wars. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody's seen my body of work. Who knows, right? And so there's a little bit of overseeing where people are like, okay, let's just make sure he doesn't mess up, or he's not weird, or whatever, right? Like there's definitely, or maybe I'm just building that up in my mind, but I kind of feel like I had, I was being watched. I was not judged, but I was being, supervised, make sure everything's okay. And especially from Carl Weathers was the director of my first episode.
That's right. Yeah.
And God rest his soul. I love Carl so much, but he scared the shit out of me when I first met him. It's this Carl freaking Weathers, man. It's Apollo Creed. This is Dylan from Predator. This is Action Jackson. This is Chubbs from freaking Happy Gilmore. But like, he's a formidable person. He was stacked, right? Still at his age, and looked so full of piss and vinegar, and like just like really intense. And then I realized that he didn't cast me. because usually directors, they have a say who gets cast,
Sure,
and then
sure.
this guy just shows up and he doesn't know what I do, if I can
Right.
act or not, and
Right.
suddenly I'm part of his episode type thing. So I was under a lot of, I had to prove myself
I hear
for
you.
sure,
Yeah, that's interesting.
and then after my first appearance, and then in the 2 episodes, I think with the audience response, thankfully people liked what I did,
Absolutely.
and they asked me to come back and then do another show and this show, and so once that sort of got the ball rolling, I think everybody kind of relaxed a little bit and thought, okay, he's got some craft.
Yeah.
We can trust him. And they started giving me a little bit more to do and a little bit
Yeah.
more. And that's the biggest compliment as an actor that you can get, because I think I was only supposed to get those 2 episodes. And the fact that they just kept bringing me back was awesome. So,
Yeah.
I remember you brought that up in the Katie Sackhoff show.
Yeah.
That you were only supposed to be in 2 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, and that would have been enough. Are you kidding? 2 episodes, 1 episode, 30 seconds. I'm on Star Wars. Oh my God. Like, achievement unlocked. I'm done.
Yeah, there you go.
Take a fork in me. I'm done. I've done it. So to be asked back is always such a treat. And I've learned in life as well to never expect anything. If it happens,
Right.
that's great. And you enjoy it and you do your best, and you be a professional, and you do excellent work. And if you don't get asked back, it's like that doesn't take away from any of the other things that you've done already.
Mhm.
And so I don't want to be greedy. Not that it is being greedy, but it's also like, I'm not going to let it, I might be disappointed for a second. It's like, oh, it would have been nice, but it's not like a devastating, like, oh my God, how dare they, how could they not? It's not that at all. It's like,
Right.
oh, it would have been nice.
Yeah.
I
And I mean, like you mentioned, right? Like how many of us, right? How many, also trained actors that are fans, how many wish, right? They could have gotten those initial 30 seconds, right? That you got. So yeah, I mean, you're already fulfilled, like you said, right? You already got that check mark, on your bingo card, which is awesome. But we do have a fellow Canadian here, Freezy. First of all, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah,
$2.79 Canadian dollars. Appreciate it, man. And he is asking, of course, Paul, will you be in the Mando movie? So speaking of, they kind of keep bringing you back.
It's so funny because everybody keeps asking that, but even if I was, I couldn't say.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like, but it doesn't stop people from asking. So thanks for asking. But anything that comes out of my mouth is either a lie or it's one of those things we have to sign. They're called NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, and you can get into a lot of trouble if you break an NDA. So, I'll just come out and I can't. My answer is I can't talk about it.
Sure.
If I wasn't,
yeah,
I can't say nothing.
I will say, Freezy, is that we are very, very hopeful that he will be. That is for sure, and I think we will all be very, very excited to see you on the big screen in your pilot jumpsuit. Maybe taking out some Imperial bad guys. That'd be pretty sweet.
Well, I would love to see you in Ahsoka season 2. Just saying that.
Yeah, you guys are killing me here. You're killing me. What can I say about that? What can I say about Ahsoka season 2?
Well, we can talk about Ahsoka season 1.
Yeah, I did. Yes, I really love doing Ahsoka season 1. But I'm currently shooting Avatar season 3.
Yes.
And Avatar, we were shooting it. We just finished Avatar season 2 in March.
Right.
And so it's, they're shooting, just to not really say anything overtly, but it's like I've been working on these other shows, and so there's a direct conflict and an overlap with what's shooting in London, and so
gotcha.
Yeah. There are times where just the schedule is king, and you can't there's nothing you can do about that. So.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be everywhere, all the time. So quick story about that. So you were talking about, a little bit of the nostalgia and some of the new memories that you made, with your kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just before I jumped onto this, I told my kid, it's like, hey, I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to jump on a live stream. I have a very special guest. He's like, oh, who is it? I was like, well, his name is Paul. It's like, you know who he is? He actually played Uncle Iroh, because we watched the show together. He's like, Uncle Iroh? He's like, the one we saw on Netflix? Like, yeah. He's like, the live one? I'm like, yeah. He's like, and he's going to be dressed up? I'm like, well, like not quite, but it is him, like he's like, oh, I thought he was gonna have, the hair and stuff. I'm like, no, not this time, but it is him. So I'll tell him you said hi, and he's like, yes. And again, we absolutely loved it. And I myself, of course, before I was a parent, I enjoyed the animated show
Right.
quite a bit, right? And as I mentioned before, Uncle Iroh, by hands down my favorite character. When they cast you and they announced you, I was like, dude, that I don't know why that wasn't my fan cast. Like immediately, I was like, that's just like perfection right there. And then, like I said, we saw the show. My kid and I absolutely loved it. We're pretty excited. I showed him all the pictures when you guys wrapped up season 2, and immediately started going into season 3, right? Like almost no break. And I told him, I was like, dude, we got Avatar for a little bit, so I'm pretty excited for it to come out. But I just wanted to share that with you. That yeah. So if he's watching this, he'll probably be like, he doesn't have the,
No.
he doesn't have the.
No, that's like wearing a hat. Just so,
Yeah.
just so you know, I'm bald. That's a wig, that top knot,
Yeah.
and it's like wearing a hot itchy hat.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
after
man, I
about
bet.
4 hours, it's just like,
Ugh.
Yeah,
except you can't just take it off.
right.
Right? Yeah, it's a process to put it on. It's a process to take it off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they keep it. They won't let me keep any of the wigs.
Dang it.
So
They don't let
You would
anybody
think.
keep anything, because
I
anybody I've
know.
ever interviewed on my channel, and like even Jose has been part of a lot of those.
Yeah.
We always ask if anybody's allowed to keep their props, and
Yeah.
they're not.
the answer is always no.
Yeah.
It sucks. I
The
wish they
answer
could
is
make like a
always
double
no.
for you guys, so you guys can have it.
Right. Well, see, the thing is that costs money, and which is the
Yeah.
reason why you're not allowed to have it, because it costs them money. So it's their property. So they usually keep them. A lot of times, production companies, they'll keep them for archives. Like if it's a
Mhm.
series, if they can reuse it, repurpose it, or whatever,
Sure.
it's just a savings for them. And
Yeah.
generally, what happens is if a show is done and they're done, they'll sell the lot, and
Mhm.
another production company might buy it, or it might stay in house for the for the whatever production companies, like they might use it, repurpose it for another show or this or that.
Okay.
I know they'll do that for costumes and props. The Ghostbusters, the PKE meter that Egon has, you can see that pops up in a couple of other movies too, right?
Yeah.
They Live, they're using it as a radio.
Yeah.
Like you see in all these different things. You go, hey, wait a minute, and so that's what happens. And now with collectibles being what they are,
Yeah.
they
No
know
kidding.
these things have value now, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
studios, what they'll do is they'll hold on to it and they're going,
Yeah.
kind of go,
We just saw a couple of auctions right not that long ago for from some Star Wars items, screen
Yeah.
used, right? They went for a pretty penny.
oh yeah,
Oh, yes, they did.
So yeah, you're absolutely right. And I'm sure that also factors into the studios, right? Way of thinking. I was like, oh no, we're keeping everything.
Mhm.
Paul, I
But
do
it-
have to say before we continue any of the questions that are going on, I need your Toronto Blue Jays to keep losing, because we're right behind you. I'm a diehard Red Sox fan, so
I'm
we
sorry. You still, say that again. Sorry.
You're breaking up.
Transmission's breaking up.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
okay.
going-
You know what? The Red Sox they're scuffling right now. I mean,
Yeah.
not as bad as the Yankees. So
Oh,
at
the
least
Yankees
there's
are
that,
terrible.
right? But
Yeah.
it's one of those things where with the Blue Jays right now, I think they're still tied in Pittsburgh in the 5th inning against Paul Skeens. But I'm not gonna. I'm a diehard Blue Jays fan. I love the Red Sox too, though. There's both can exist. I have friends in the Red Sox organization,
Nice.
so I've visited Fenway. I've gone behind the Green Monster, inside the Green Monster. I've signed my name
Mhm.
back there. It's a fun organization, and it's not the Yankees, so that's for me, keeps me happy. But the Jays got to keep winning. They're going to keep winning, because there's something really special about this team this season.
Yeah,
I
no.
love, like, all the pieces are coming together, and they're finally sort of playing to their potential, and some of them are exceeding that potential. And
Mhm.
so it's exciting to see, man. Winning baseball in Toronto, it has been far too long, and you have to realize that they have not won a playoff game in like 10 years. That's
Yeah,
brutal.
like 10, 11 years.
Yeah, they've been swept in every single series.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna, Boston, you've got your World
Oh, I
Series.
know.
you've got all your
Listen, my significant other is a Yankee fan, so I've been
Oh,
giving
that's
him
gonna be so
crap.
much fun.
No,
Yeah.
and then what makes it even more funnier is, so I come from a family background of baseball. My grandfather was a Hall of Fame player for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh wow. Who
Yeah,
was your granddad?
so his name was Tony Taylor.
Oh my
He
God.
was third baseman for the Phillies back in like the 60s and 70s, and then he retired playing baseball with them, and then he got a first base and third base position coaching with the Florida Marlins from 91 until 2001. So I went to all their World Series games.
Wow.
I was at the game in Chicago for Bateman, where he attempted to catch the ball with the other fans.
Right.
Security had to escort me to go
Yeah.
downstairs to go to the players' family area. And like my grandfather had security put me in the bus, and we all had to leave because it was like crazy. And I remember this as a child.
Wow. That's intense. So he actually saw Bartman reach up and
Yeah, we watched this. Like it was wild. And
That's amazing.
my mom has the Polaroid, because I would take Polaroid cameras with me to all the games. So
Right.
I have all these pictures of like all the crazy events in the World Series games that I'd been to.
Amazing.
Yeah,
So
baseball,
then you know.
yeah, I know. Baseball is my favorite sport of all time.
There you
And
go.
it's sad
Nice.
because a lot of people are not, this generation
Yeah.
are not a big fan of baseball. And one of my favorite things to do when baseball season starts here in Florida, I love going to the Marlins games. I love the smell of,
Mhm.
the grass. I love hearing the sounds of baseballs being hit. I
Nice.
sometimes will go out on the weekends and go play ball with my boyfriend. So it's nice.
That's amazing. Well, hey, you know what? The Jays are going to be heading to Florida they're playing the Marlins next. And
Okay.
You will see the debut of Shane Bieber pitching for the Toronto Blue
Ooh.
Jays on
Okay.
Friday. So if you can you can see a bit of history being made. Shane Bieber
Okay.
starting for the Blue Jays as they continue their dominance in the AL East, probably leading by 6 or 7 games by that point, I hope. So yeah, it'd be cool.
We'll see. All right, I'm gonna do the next question. So Jake Bream wants to know, hey Paul, I'm a big fan of yours. Who was the most fun to film with on Mando?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a great, you know what? Dave Filoni was a lot of fun to work with.
Nice.
To be honest, like Dave is a master storyteller, both written and verbally. I could listen to him regale stories all the time. He's great. And he's really low key, like chill, very, very funny, very, very smart. He's a nerd's nerd. If you get a chance to talk with Dave, he's amazing. That being said as well, Brendan Wayne cracks me up. Now he is the performer underneath the Mandalorian armor. Like he's the guy on set all the time. Pedro Pascal, it's no secret now. He comes in and he does the voice work, and like there's like like 4 different people working on that because Pedro provides the voice. Lateef Crowder does the stunts. Brendan is there as the for the everyday sort of stuff. And then there's another, I forget his name. There's another stunt performer who plays. So it's 4 dudes basically creating the Mandalorian. But Brendan is so much fun because he's like, first of all, he's the grandson of John Wayne.
Right.
So how's that for Hollywood royalty?
I was gonna say, how's that?
He is totally chill as well. He's a bit of a cowboy. He is, but he is very, very funny, very smart, and like salt of the earth kind of guy. And in fact, here's a fun point. Brendan's wife or his partner, she's an acting coach on Avatar, The Last Airbender, and she is phenomenal too. So Sarah is a hoot, super smart, really, really great, got a keen eye, fantastic sort of observational skills, and has been instrumental in elevating everyone's game on the set, which has been great. From the she's brought in to help with the younger actors, but she'll give me notes, and I love it, or little observations to help me. So that's it's great. But I have to say, Brendan makes me laugh all the time. Like he's just that fun of a guy. So
nice. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's
do a
fun.
couple of rapid fire here because I know people have been sending quite a bit of chats, but I just want to say RMD saying he's waiting for his 5 TEVA figures from Hasbro. There you go. You're not
That's
the only one, brother.
They ship those the last, right?
Exactly.
I've had my Teva figures from Fourth Moon Toys
Uh-huh.
for about a month now.
Yeah.
Oh
I was
wow.
gonna say
So-
Hasbro tends to take care of us last. But
Yeah.
we also got Brian says, Paul, you were a treat to work with in MBS Studios for Ahsoka local crews. So Brian is
Right
actually
on.
so he does a lot of rigging and stuff. So I'm sure he was there for a lot of it as well.
Mhm.
Star Wars Hunter saying, can I get a shout out from Paul?
What's up, Star Wars Hunter 18? Thanks so much for chiming in and being part of this chat. I'm sure everybody here appreciates it. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for being so awesome. May the force be with you.
That's cool.
Now I want a shout out. That was awesome.
You know what I want?
Vicente-
I want a Carson Teva hot toy, to be
Yeah.
quite honest
Oh.
with you.
we need one. Like
We need
for
one.
sure.
So I got a couple of really, really awesome dudes got together, and there's a guy named Arthur, another guy, Justin from Justin's Collectibles. And
Oh,
this has
yes.
been years in the work. They got me and they created for me a 1/6 scale custom Carson Teva
Beautiful.
figure
Beautiful.
that they shipped to me, and I didn't know what it was because it was in a Fennec Shand Hot Toys box.
Mhm.
So I thought, it's so I'm so generous. This is great, but I already have Fennec. She's on display there, so I was gonna give it away. I was gonna we're gonna have a giveaway. I got this extra hot toy. And on my live stream, his handle is Bob Dylan. Was like, hey, you got the package? You should open it. I go, and I thought, I've already got one. And he said, no, it's not what you think it is. Open it up.
Nice.
Because there was no note outside of the shipping
Sure.
box. So I opened it up, and the note was inside the shipping, like inside the box itself. And that's when it was like an impromptu unboxing of this custom figure, and it's gorgeous, and it's over there, and I can't wait to get him all set up and
hilarious.
figure
Yeah.
out where to pose him.
That's
It's like, does
awesome.
he go into the Mando case, or should I put him in the Ahsoka case?
Oh, there you go.
I don't
Tough
know.
decisions. There you go.
So-
Yeah. Very
I'm
much so.
biased, as you can see. I'm an Ahsoka fan,
Mhm.
Aha.
so I would say Ahsoka, but I feel like it should go with the Mandalorian because that's where he first premiered.
Right.
But
But maybe he can live in both worlds.
There
He
you go.
can
I was
live
gonna
in
say
both worlds.
Visiting.
rotate. Yeah.
Go back
Yeah.
and forth, right?
Yeah. So Vicente says, my parents own their own grocery store, and your character Appa reminds me so much of my dad. That's awesome.
Thank you. That's a huge compliment. I think the one thing that I loved about Kim's Convenience was the fact that you didn't have to be Korean to sort of see echoes of your own family in
Right.
these characters.
Mhm.
Right.
And I think that's a testament to the writing and the performances, and even though they're very, very specifically Korean, they were universal characters when it came to family relationships. And so I really appreciate that. And
Very true.
thank you very much for that comment.
Rosa asked, Paul, is there a Iteration 2 t-shirt with your logo on?
There are actually, Rosa. I have a number of, so there's different iterations of that shirt, of a shirt. There's one I had this older logo, and it was like a cartoon version of me, and it's a bitter Asian dude, and I excuse me, I made it as a crew gift. Sorry, I made it as a crew gift, and I gave them out to everybody on Kim's Convenience. And I noticed a lot of guys, they weren't wearing them. And I was like, well, how come you guys aren't wearing my gift? And they said, if you don't know who you are or what that is, it kind of looks racist. And so there's all these white dudes wearing, they wouldn't wear them. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. So I do have some of those.
Oh, that's
bunch of
hilarious.
those still. And so I started to rebrand. I have merch on my website. If you go to bitterasiandude.com,
There you go.
go to the merch tab, and there are shirts there, and you can order through there, or Rosa, because I appreciate you. If you want to email me at bitterasiandude@gmail.com, send me your address, and I'll see if I can get you a nice package to ship out your
Boom.
way.
There you go,
Aw.
Rosa.
There you go,
Welcome. That's
Rosa.
awesome. Yeah. Also,
See, I
guys,
would wear a shirt like that. It
I know.
doesn't
Yeah,
seem
I'm gonna,
racist to me.
yeah, I'm gonna. I don't mind. I'll wear it.
All right, so send me your addresses.
I'm also Asian as well, so I don't think anybody would get offended by that.
So I forgot to mention this, guys, but Paul's YouTube channel is right here on the chat. There's a
Mhm.
link. All you got to do is click on it. Make sure that you are subscribed, okay? Just in case if you were not, go watch his latest unboxing from last night. You know, that beautiful Hot Toys do-bag and Sand Trooper.
Thank you.
Let me see here. Man, we got a lot. All right,
I
guys.
know.
Again, we're not ignoring you. It's just there's quite a little bit. Yeah, there you go. I was looking for that one.
Flex Paul, what are your 3
Oh,
favorite
man.
hot
Oof.
toys? Oof. Look at him. Look at his face. Wait,
That's a killer. So there
no, but
there
the
is
thing
a
is, you gotta ask, what is your
Yeah.
favorite hot toy that's either unboxed or
Yeah.
still in the box?
Oh no, I have so many. Okay, so I've unboxed a bunch of hot toys, and a lot of them are back in the box because they're in storage.
Sure.
Mhm.
Because they were out when we moved basically, and so when we moved, I had to put a bunch of stuff into storage, and some of the stuff that was out is not out anymore. It's in storage, but it'll come back out. Oh man.
Thanks, Flex.
So
Yeah.
right now I've got there's a Darth Vader over there. I can't remember if it's a 40th anniversary edition, but he has a translucent head where you can light it up and there's a skull
Oh, yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one right now, because I have it paired up with I've got a 1-to-1 scale helmet of Vader's helmet from Empire Strikes Back through a Novos from a Novos. Do you remember those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a gorgeous helmet, and I love how it's displayed. And I've got like a Sith holocron right there with it. So that's my favorite, just because it is so different. And the stand includes 2 little platforms, so you can put the extra heads. So there's the Vader with the just the helmet, the regular helmet, and then there's the Robert Sebastian Shaw
Yeah.
head,
Special show.
where he's
Yeah.
just like that. So like you can have it all on display, which I love. So that's one of them.
That should be standard, by the way. Like they should include that kind of base, like on all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that's the thing with the hot toys. I love that they give you so many accessories, but if you get
Mhm.
extra heads and stuff, there's no way
There's-
to really display them,
exactly,
right?
yeah.
So they got to go back in the case.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other ones, oh my god, it's like picking your favorite child. No, you can't do it. You can't do it. He says as he already just named one, right?
I know. Right? We already started.
There is. I've got down there. It's the Ed 209 from RoboCop.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
So that one's massive.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is there's sound bites. It's got a little remote control, and it's got sampled recordings from the movie. It's like you are in violation of code 1138. You now have 15 seconds to comply. So that's fun. Like, and it's massive too,
Beautiful.
right? And I have them paired with the RoboCop with the he's in his diagnostics chair, and I've got him with the swappable armor.
Yeah.
And he's mostly die cast. I love that. I love die cast. Just
Same.
brings it next level. And so I have like 90% Star Wars, and so I'm trying to be fair here.
Paul.
And then
So the guys from Rebel Scum Con,
Yeah.
they messaged me and they said, "Tell Paul we need him at our con." They're like,
They
"We
do.
need to be in touch with his agency."
yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Let's
gonna
get in
send him
touch.
your
Let's make this
info.
happen for next year.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's make it happen for next year. Yeah, that'd be so much fun. I saw all the pictures from this year, and
Yeah. It was a
it's like,
blast.
this for
Yeah.
me as well would be an awesome opportunity to meet everyone in person,
Yes.
right? Like all of
We need that.
you,
Mhm.
George, everybody, because we were connected online virtually, but we haven't
Right.
met.
It's
We haven't
that's
had
what
a
I was
meal
gonna say.
together. We haven't had a drink together.
Yep.
We haven't
Yes.
hung out and gotten into trouble together, right? So this is
Yep.
that's what it's about, right?
Absolutely.
I got one more.
One more.
I
Come
gotta
on.
pick one more.
Damn, he's gonna make me want to look at my collection and figure out what the hell is one of my favorites.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not ready
all-
for this question. Like,
They're
Yeah.
also awesome. So I'm trying to figure out something that. So it's a tie between the Iron Man Mark II. It's the re-release. It's
Yeah.
all die cast.
die cast.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's shiny, so
Yeah.
shiny, which I love. But there's also 40th anniversary of C3PO with
Oh.
Salacious Crumb.
Yeah.
You've got a different
Yes.
head.
Yeah.
And I love the weight of that. And of course, there's the R2D2, the Hot Toys R2D2 from episode 2, Attack of the Clones, because he's got the
Oh, all of
dynamic
those
sort of stance where it
accessories.
looks like he's
Yes.
flying. But he
Yes.
also has the remote where you can program through the lights and the sounds of R2. And there's,
Awesome.
I mean, something about hearing R2D2
Oh, yeah.
just sort of
Mhm.
going and screaming and doing all the different things. It just makes me 5 years old again. So
Yeah. So it's funny you mentioned C3PO because our friends from Mandalore Express left us this message here saying Carson Teva is the new C3PO in Star Wars. He's everywhere, and that's good.
Yes.
Absolutely, man.
that's very
Absolutely.
kind of you. Thank you.
That's actually
All right,
funny.
we got through the answer. You did it.
You did it.
Yeah, with like 3
Barely.
to 4
Oh my gosh.
extra. Yeah, with like 3 to 4 extra entries, but we got
Yeah,
it.
no, sure.
I don't think I'll ever be mentally prepared to answer that if
No.
anybody asks me that. So guys, don't ever ask me that question.
Yeah, I was
'Cause I
gonna say that was a hard one. Huh?
But
Yeah,
it's like it's hard because I unboxed a couple of weeks ago the Artisan Edition Anakin Skywalker with the rooted hair.
Ugh.
And I thought, oh my God, well, that's going to be number one. And I considered it, but that stressed me out. The rooted hair is
Yeah.
stressful because it's like, I'm afraid of messing it up. And it's
Right.
like, I don't have hair. So if I mess up this little 1/6 scale hair, I don't have the skills to make it better or to fix it. Right? Like, what if I screw it up? And you have to sort of remove the head to get rid of the plastic band around the neck. And I was stressed doing that. And I thought, you know what? It looks awesome. That's cool. But give me molded hair that's painted
Yes.
to look awesome, and I feel better.
Right? Yeah.
I'm still on a wait list for that figure.
All right, it's great. It is great, but I think it feels to me still kind of gimmicky. The rooted hair
Mm.
thing feels really gimmicky, and it feels like it's another stressor to put on
Yeah.
as a collector, to be like I'm not one to put on gloves when I'm handling like shiny, like you should. You know, it's like, oh, I've got a black chrome Death Trooper. Put on your gloves because
Mhm.
you don't want your fingerprints on it. I'm like, nah, it's fine. I'll just rub them off afterwards. But like rooted hair, and his hair is fairly short-ish. Like if there was, I think there was Scarlett Johansson's character, the Black Widow, with like rooted hair too, but it's
Right.
long. Forget it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
touching that with like a 20-foot pole because it's
Yeah.
it's like it's too stressful. I don't want to mess up that hair, and it's expensive too, right?
Yeah.
So as a collector, you're like, yeah, I don't want to ruin this because
Yeah.
I'm a klutz.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah,
felt
yeah.
when I unboxed my artisan Ahsoka figure. When I was taking her out, like the same thing you
Oh, yeah,
said,
the
the
DX?
plastic that's by the neck. Yeah, the DX one. I'm like trying to take her head off slowly, but
Yeah.
then I totally forgot that the eyeballs move.
Yep.
So I
Right?
got freaked out. And for like a split second, I was like, wait a second, is my toy moving? I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. My toys are
Right.
alive. And then I looked and I was like, no, her eyes move. I was like, holy crap, that scared me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did one where it's like I put the head back on. I was like, oh, it looked like they got kicked in the head by a bantha. Like the eyes are all askew, like, oh no. And then you're just trying to get it right, but it just looks a little bit off.
Yeah, a
And
little
Off,
bit off.
yeah.
Exactly.
oh no. And
You can never level them exactly the same. Like,
it's
yeah.
just
We
the struggle is real.
Yeah.
The struggle is real. We got Skywalker and Ryan asking, how does it feel to have your own Star Wars figure now?
It's amazing. It's something that I didn't know I really wanted ever until the possibility sort of came up. And we had a lot of fun with it too, because, you know, at the beginning it was like people were saying, oh, you know, you're going to get your own your action figure. And I was like, no, I won't. It's just a small character. But as I started doing more and more, it was just like, oh, yeah, that'd be cool. I think,
Yeah.
I think I've earned it. You know,
Oh,
been
yeah,
in
for
like
sure.
7 episodes, like 8 episodes of Star, like different, you know, I've been in Star Wars. I'm more than
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, you know, like what's that guy? My buddy Daniel's not watching. He loves Brian Posehn. He's the comedian.
Mhm.
And he made a really brief sort of appearance. He had a kind of a cameo in the first episode of Mandalorian. He was that guy in the speeder that gets eaten by the monster after he drops
yeah?
off the Mandalorian to
Yes.
the Razor Crest, right? So, what was the point of my story? Yeah, I was going to make fun of Brian. I don't know Brian, right? But I was
Basically
gonna
saying that
make
he
fun
was
of the fact
there.
that like
He's got
some dude with like 30 seconds of screen time gets his freaking
got
figure. But no, I don't know what I have to do. I've only been in 7 episodes, blah blah. So that turned into a bit of a joke for me to just
Yeah.
sort of do that and scream, "Where's my figure, Hasbro? Where's my figure?" So to finally get one, excuse me, has been great.
Yeah.
It's great,
Oh yeah.
and I'm even more. Oh my god! Sorry,
That's all right.
I'm
No worries.
even more excited or happy that people want it. You know, that's the
Are
other
you
thing
kidding me?
too, is because that's the fear is real that you're going to become the next. I mean, sorry, Billy D. Williams, but I don't want
Yeah.
to be the next Lando,
Let's not. Yeah.
sort of like
Which
peg
makes
warmer.
Which makes
That's
me
their-
sad because I own like 3 of those of Billy
Yeah, no,
D.
and
Williams.
it's a great figure. It's a great
It's a
character,
great
but
figure.
for whatever reasons, like everybody's got Lando, right? And
Yep.
so it just sort of sits on the pegs. And I thought, I remember because I'm a fan, and I go on Reddit and I read little things, and I try not to let it sort of affect me too much. But somebody wrote, "Oh, you know, there's a rumor that Carson TEVA is going to release a figure," and somebody's like, "Yeah, the new peg warmer for 2026 or
Ouch.
25 or whatever." And
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, like, you know, real people read these too and have feelings." And so it's like, so then that unlocks that little bit of anxiety where it's like, is it going to suck? Like, are people going to, who the fuck is this guy?
Right.
And just kind of go, oh, yeah, no, I don't think so. So I'm really happy to see that a lot of people are waiting, anxiously waiting for it. And
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
they're buying multiples too,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
think is great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
The comment
And,
that you just said, like, sorry, Jose, the comment
No,
that
go
you
ahead.
just said that, like, you guys are people too and you have feelings. I've always wanted to know, like, are celebrities online, like, reading reviews about themselves?
Oh, I'm sure that, I mean, come on. How could they? I'm sure everyone, you know, anybody who says, no, I never read them is full of shit. Whether
There
they
you go.
admit it or not, come on. People do. We're human. And that's the thing. There are different, and it depends on your mood, because there are times where I read and go, I don't care. Like,
Right.
that's your opinion or whatever. But there are other times where it's just like, it hits, and you're like, because I'm human. And so if you're feeling low, or like you've got, you know, your self-esteem's taking a bit of a hit, and you read something, you know, particularly vile or nasty that some
Sure.
complete fucking stranger, sorry, I'm
Yeah.
swearing,
Yeah. Oh, no, you're good.
says, because they feel safe enough to like do that because it makes them feel better. It can make you feel, you know, it's like, oh, mission accomplished. You made me feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But then you let that go, because as an adult, you go, I don't know this idiot. Fuck you. And then you move on with your life type thing. Right?
Exactly.
So,
And
but
then
there are
you
moments.
remember I was in Star Wars and I have my own action figure. What do you
Well,
got? You know?
That's the thing. It's like, you can say all that, but I'm canon. So go fuck yourself. Like, it's like one of those things, right? But it's interesting too, because the human equation is like, wow, because there was such, I remember reading this one thing where somebody said something really, and it really bugged me. It was like, wow, you think if the guy knew he was going to be on Star Wars, he'd lose a few pounds? And I was like, wow, body shaming, eh?
Wow.
Body
See,
shaming. And
Jose,
then,
I told you, I get body shamed all the
Right?
time. I tell him, I get
but then I
called,
think,
I get
how
called
sad
fat
is your
all
life?
the time.
Yeah, but and it's worse for you because you're a woman,
Yep.
right? And like for dudes, it's like, okay, like I'm happy. I have a belly. I'm proud of it. You know, is it the healthiest thing? No, but I'd like to lose weight and this or that. But it's like, this is who I am, right? Health stuff aside, this is who I am. I'm happy with who I am. Blah blah blah. But then I start to think, how sad are their lives that they
Yeah.
take the time to go log into a forum anonymously, like all cowards do, and
Course.
talk smack about somebody. And it's just like, how sad is your life then? Like, does that make you feel better? Okay.
Right.
If that makes you feel better about yourself, then let the baby have their bottle. But I'm going to keep living my best life.
Yeah.
And that's why there are times where it's like, you can take everything that you read online, comments about you take the good and the bad. You have to temper it with everything. Even the really great comments, you take that you kind of go, be thankful, accept it with grace, and go, wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. But you can't let any of that stuff really get to your head,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? The
Very
good
true.
or the bad,
Right.
because that's other people's opinions. That's how they see it. All you can control is who you are, what
Right.
you do, how you carry yourself in life, right? And that's winning. in my mind, that's winning. You're mindful of yourself. You're not hurting anybody. You bring joy. You live, you learn, you do all these things, and let everything else sort of fall where it may. And it's up to you how you want to respond to the good or the bad. Because I've seen people read a lot of good things and then they change.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they start to get a little big headed and a little bit like they start to believe their press a little bit too much. You're like, oh, wow. Okay, cool. Like maybe you want to temper it a little bit there too, right? Like too much of anything isn't the best. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So guys, if you had any doubt why they'd casted him as Uncle Iroh, that should dispel it right there. That is wisdom, and I love it.
I feel like a self-help motivator.
Dude, seriously. I'm just saying, I just felt some Uncle Iroh, like shine
so
through.
I'll get off my soapbox.
No, you're kidding? That's awesome. I could do this all day.
I feel more like how you said it, it's more harder for women online.
Yeah.
And I've had people call me fat. Like I went through, what was it, like a month where people were calling me fat. People were calling me Jabba the Hutt, which was my favorite comment of all time because that's my favorite creature. So I was like thinking it as a compliment. And I'm like, oh, you're associating me with, one of my favorite creatures in Star Wars. But yeah, like how you said it, people feel that by hiding behind a platform, which is our keyboards, that they can say these things. Yeah. But if they see you in, face to face, they will never say that.
Yeah.
So, in the beginning, it did hurt my feelings. And now I take it as a grain of salt and laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It also means, here's the thing. It's like you're living rent free in their heads. They're going to go and like your content, you're being seen, right? Like that's the thing. You're putting yourself out there. And anybody who writes that kind of a comment, I think it's the most chicken shit thing in the world to do, to slag somebody online behind the mask of anonymity and behind a keyboard and stuff. Biggest cowards. So we disregard whatever they say. But these are also individuals who, for whatever reason, and you can tell, have never, ever put themselves out there to create something or to show something or to be that, you can tell they've never, ever done that, because they know if they ever did, if one comment like that reached them, it would end them.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And so that's the other thing. People who are the most critical about movies or about shows or about anything, I find, are the ones who've never, ever created anything in their life, and they don't know what they're talking about. And they can go, well, this is what I like. And it's like, okay, that's cool. That's your opinion.
Right.
And so if you like it, that's awesome. But it doesn't make things that you see bad. You don't like them. That doesn't mean they're bad, right? It just means you don't like them. And feel free to move on then. No one needs to hear you say
exactly
why you hated it. No one needs that. You don't like it? Why are you letting it live rent free? Move on. Move on. Because it's boring. And it's negative clickbait stuff. And I hate it. It's so boring and done. I would rather listen to somebody tell me why they loved a movie and how else than hear somebody say how much they hated it. Because that's how you make like things go away. It's like you don't feed the trolls, right? If you interact, we've lost the ability to have these great conversations with each other about things. And but I like this, but I didn't like this. And it's like, but don't you think it's because of this? It's like, oh my God, we used to do that face to face and have these spirited. It was fun. Now it's like I have to win at all costs.
Right.
I'm tying my identity and everything that I am to my opinion about this thing. And then they just go, and it's just like, how did we get to this point where we can't talk to each other? We can't have a civilized conversation or a debate or a discussion about something, right? Now it's just about 15 reasons why this was the worst movie of all time and why the people involved should all be shot.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, really? Okay.
So I'd like to show Vicente's
we're campaigning for
definitely for Rebels
Rebel
Comic Con 2026. It's gotta happen. But I want to show Vicente's comment here. I will Paul to be all of our uncles and appas. Thank you for how you see life. There you go.
That's very
much
Thank you,
so.
Vicente.
But yeah, man. We definitely, first of all, we definitely love to see you out here in Rebels Comic Con next year out here in Texas. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun for you to get to sign a bunch of your figures now, going forward. So I for one can't wait to get mine signed. But very much looking forward to it. I hope that works out. That would be
I
quite
think
the
I'm gonna
thing.
bring my helmet to get signed.
Yeah, that's what I was
Ooh.
thinking too.
I have a Carson
Um,
TEVA helmet, but
yeah,
like I also have your Gentle Giant figure as
yeah,
well.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like, what do I bring? Like, what do I bring? Do I get a plaque? Do I bring all 3 items? Like,
yep. Well, I'm in Texas, so luckily I think I can drive, so I might have to take a couple of items, and yeah. So yeah, looking forward to it, man. Hopefully, it does work out. That'd be amazing, and I think you would enjoy it. Like it is a great show, truly. There you go.
Oh man. Oh, the Yankees. They make me laugh. They still can't play defense, but God bless you anyway.
they need to fire their coach.
You know what? I think Aaron Boone, uh, he's got to manage so many egos on that team,
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure.
And the problem with that, with his style of management, but I think he's starting to change, is the fact that he can't be as happy-go-lucky about, oh no, they're all athletes, and we'll get there and blah. He's super supportive, but there's got to be times where you got to call guys out and kind of go, yeah, no, that play's got to be made. And it's not being mean; it's just being a professional and being a good manager type thing.
Yeah.
But I think he's done really the job that he's had to do with the roster that he's had has been tremendous. And
Mhm.
I'm an Aaron Boone fan. Uh, I love watching him get kicked out of games. I love watching him try to manage that kind of a lineup, because I think it's far easier in people's minds to do than it actually is. And so I like Booney for that. And it's just like, I like some of the players. I think on the Yankees, it's the organization as a whole bugs me. That's it. It's just one of those things. But they've got some great players on that team. And yeah, it's just because it's the Yankees. That's it. I
I
know
feel like
it's
Flex, if
completely
he
irrational.
meets him, he's gonna wear like a Yankee jersey just to
Oh,
take
he
a
will.
photo with
fine.
him.
That's
Absolutely.
fine.
Yeah. You
That's
know
fine.
what he's gonna wear if he does go to Rebels Comic Con? He's gonna wear his New York Yankees cowboy hat that he has now. That's what he's
Yes,
gonna wear to that
that's what
photo
he's
op.
gonna wear.
That's great. You gotta
Um,
rep. You gotta rep your team.
yeah.
Oh,
We
thanks.
got George in the house. What's going on, brother?
Yeah.
Saying, let's go.
Hi,
Happy birthday
George.
again, Paul.
Thank you.
I'm like scrolling to look at like the most recent, or not recent, but like questions that we've missed. We got Tierra asking, are you a big video gamer? If so, do you have a favorite Star Wars video game?
Yeah, I used to be back in the day. Actually, on my YouTube channel, when I was shooting season 1 of Avatar, because I was it was during COVID, and so we were all sort of like having to hunker down and just sort of like we had to sort of isolate ourselves from each other. I actually did live streaming of me playing God, Fallen Order Jedi, the first Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
God, what's his name? With Cal Kestis.
Yes.
Yeah, Jedi
Fallen
Order.
Jedi? Falling Order. Falling.
Yeah,
I
right.
fell a lot. So that's why I call him Falling Order. Like, it was one of those things. And I would drink and I would play.
Nice.
And it was like, I put up the warning. I said, this is not safe for work content. Filters are off. I'm away from home. I'm drinking while I'm playing. There's going to be profanity. And it is nothing but a profanity-laced tirade. There's like 22 episodes of me getting killed on the show and just losing my mind on it. So there's that. Fallen Order. I never finished it because I got to the second sister. I couldn't beat her for the life of me. I would get so close, and then she kicked me in the face, and I'd be like, no, I would die. And then the season ended, and I got to go home, and I left my PS4 with all the files on it with a friend, thinking that it'll be uploaded onto the cloud. I got a PS5 at home. I'll just pick it up from there. No, it's not how it happened. So it's there, and now my friend can't find the PS4. It's like, I don't know where it is. It's in storage somewhere. I'm like, damn it. So I don't want to replay all that stuff again. So there's Fallen Order, which is fine. I've been playing. So I used to play Battlefront 2. Yeah. Great game, lots of fun. Alien Fireteam Elite with two other friends. It's only a 3-player game for whatever reason. Is a hoot. Is a lot of fun. And then I keep hearing from my son, my eldest, Helldivers. is like
Yeah.
the big one
Yeah.
right now. It's just I don't have as much time as I'd like to plug in and play games.
I think the only one I've been playing like occasionally if I have time is Red what is it? Red Redemption?
Red Dead
Red
Redemption.
Dead Redemption.
Yeah. Like we have
Hmm?
it. We have like a whole bunch of Mortal Kombat games too. And then like the other day, I don't know why I felt so nostalgic that I wanted to play Tony Hawk's
Oh
Pro
yeah.
Skate game.
Pro Skate. Nice.
Yeah.
And I must have ate it so many times trying to like grind on the rail. And I'm like, I mastered this when I was a kid. Like, what the hell am I doing as an adult right now?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been jumping on to show my love for Battlefront 2. You know, like every other night, at least for like 30 minutes. It's a lot nicer now because the servers are a lot, you know, busy than they were, you
Mhm.
know, a year ago. So you're
Okay.
not just there waiting in the lobby like, you know, 45 minutes for somebody to log on. Like it's more or less
Right.
like, you know, yeah, because I
Right.
did do that. Like I love the game, but I would go in and there's literally nobody. I'm like, well, anybody,
Yeah.
guys? Like, is anybody here? Not really. But this year, you know, it's been kind of nice.
That's
I do
great.
need for them to make 3 though. I kind of need
Yeah.
Battlefront 3 like
That's
now.
There's
I think
squadrons as well.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Squadrons. I actually oh, what's the other one? The smugglers game. The Star Wars smuggling, the one with the you're a smuggler.
Yes. It's with the
Outlaws?
little it's
You're
the
a
girl
female
with the
kid?
curly hair.
Yeah, that one. I can't remember what it's called. Outlaws.
Yeah. Outlaws.
Star Wars
yeah.
Outlaws. Right. So, yeah.
We got Frankie in the house. I love this comment. I know that luxurious beard.
Illustrious beer.
Thank you. It's too long. I'm getting tired of it.
Oh no, it's cool.
I
Yeah,
wanna shave it down so much. Like I usually have a beard, but it's never usually this long. And I just feel I'm done with it. I'm good. I'm like I just want to just cut down the sides. I like the
Yeah.
length, but this is driving me crazy because it's I feel so old with it, first of all, right? And like
No.
I'm young at heart, but I forget I look like Santa Claus when I go out sometimes. So people are like, why is he acting so weird? It's like, oh, he's actually a lot younger than we thought he was. Right? It's like, yeah, it's the beard. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. That just portrays, you know, even more wisdom. So I like it.
We've got RMD asking Paul, please tell me that little Boba is displayed properly in one of them cases.
He is. He's he's way back there. In the book, like, so there's the Book of Boba Fett figure where he's sitting on Jabba's throne. It's behind this chair. There's
Nice.
the 40th anniversary, like the arena version of Boba Fett in there as well, the all black armor.
Yeah, I like that one.
Cad Bane, Fennec Shand. There's another, the 40th anniversary of Boba Fett, and he's in the corner like the little bitch he is. So little Boba can stay in that corner and stay there, and he needs to shut up. Little Boba is a character that I had on my live stream before. I used to have a little camera set up on him, and so I would switch over to him and I would do the voice, and I would do live stream by myself with little Boba, and he was a persnickety co-host, and so we would just go back and forth. So that's where it came from. I'm not crazy. Maybe I was crazy back then, but that was a fun little character, little Boba.
That's
but now we got little Carson.
hilarious.
So
Yeah.
maybe little Carson and little Boba might have their own show.
Oh, snap. There you go. That sounds pretty good to me.
Jose, did I miss anything in the chats?
I think we covered for the most part. Maybe not 100%, but I think we got them all in there. But yeah, we're getting here to the hour and a half mark. So you know, I think we are about to start wrapping up here. So once again, we just wanted to say thank you so much for jumping on with us. I really appreciate it. You know, thank you to Nilda for being lucky and actually getting a response, you know, when she did. And everything, you know, all the planets lining up, which was amazing. And thank you to everybody in the chat. The chat was on fire.
Thank you guys.
You know, we could hardly keep up, to be honest. Thank you to those super chats, by the way. We really appreciate those. You know, they help you know, fund my Coke addiction. Coca-Cola,
Aha.
that is. Coca-Cola.
Wait,
That's-
since you're showing that one, this is the one I just got in today.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. I think it was like my last one that I was missing.
Ah,
Oh, you
nice.
got Anakin.
Yes.
Yeah,
haven't
And
seen
those are
that
Coke
one.
Zeros.
yeah,
There's
it's
a
a
Coke
Coke
Yeah.
Zero.
He's a
You
Coke
go,
Zero,
baby.
yeah. Yeah.
Mine are just over there. I've got Yoda, Princess Leia, and a Darth Vader so far.
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody gifted me a Darth Maul at Rebels Comic Con, and I
Nice.
dropped it, and it pierced the can, and it just like Coke went everywhere.
Oh wow!
And so yeah, I was not happy.
Wait, you
Are
need
you
another
guys
one?
keeping full cans then, or
Oh
are you
yeah.
emptying them?
Oh no, I'm keeping full cans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so I destroyed my freaking Darth Maul, and it was a nice one. I like the way like he looks.
Jose, I'll send you. So I made the mistake when they first came out. I bought 2 12-packs. So I had 24 Darth Mauls. So I've been trading with
Nice.
people
Oh, there you
who
go.
can't find malls. So
Yeah.
I'll just send you 2 and like bubble wrap the hell out of it.
Ah, nice. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, like somebody was kind enough. They knew because like I said, I'm a huge Ahsoka fanatic.
Yeah.
Somebody was kind enough to send me 2 Ahsokas. So I'm gonna at this point, because I have Anakin, I have Vader, I have Yoda,
Yeah.
I have Palpatine, I have Kylo Ren. I have 2 Ahsokas, and then yesterday I picked up Queen Amidala because now they're
Oh,
popping up everywhere.
I haven't seen him.
Oh,
Dang it.
she's so pretty.
Yeah, I bet. Dang it. I need that.
This point, I'm gonna start making my own little Coca-Cola display.
Yeah.
Just one cabinet of just all the cans, and I'm
Yep.
not gonna open them.
Yeah. You gotta. I mean, that's what I do. But yeah, so I mean, I already drank a lot, but now I just have like 3 times, the amount here at the house. And my wife's like, "How many are there?" I'm like, "We still need a few, don't worry." But yeah. So yeah, okay. So thank you again, for being here. We really, really, truly appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just want to say, congratulations, first of all, on pretty much, dude, everything that you've done. Everything that you've done is freaking gold. I think you've seen the love, from us fans and from the people in general. There's a reason why they keep bringing you back. I'm just gonna throw it out there, and that's because people really connect with your character, but also with you, like personally. Again, not many people would do what you're doing right here and just jump on a live stream and just hang out, right? There's really not that many that would take the time, right? Again, we know that you're pretty busy. I'm super glad that this worked out the way it did, timing wise especially. Guys, right, let's put it out in the universe. Let's tell the Rebels Comic-Con guys we want Paul for next year. He's got to come down here in Texas. We all want to hang out with him in person. I'm sure it would be amazing. So hopefully something like that could happen. I know he's gonna be pretty busy, right, in the next couple years at least. So we'll see, right, schedule permitting. Hopefully it works out. But again, we just want to say thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for just being awesome, man, seriously. And I cannot wait to see you live, hopefully soon. I cannot wait to get like 4 things signed by you. I can't wait, for Flex to wear his New York, Yankees cowboy hat in a picture with you. All of that stuff, man. So again, just want to say thank you for all of that.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Paul, like for me, thank you. Like I said, it was your birthday and you were kind enough to tell me that, you'd be down to get on my channel. So that you gave me a gift on your day.
Yeah.
So
Aw.
I'm very appreciative of it. I've been a fan for a very long time, and just I say this now to you via video, but this will be something I will say to you face to face when we ever meet. But I'm incredibly humbled that you were able to jump on, and I can't thank you enough.
Absolutely.
No, it was an absolute pleasure. And thank you both for being such amazing hosts and so accommodating. You made me feel at home. These are the best. I love jumping on where it doesn't feel like any time has passed. Like I can't believe it's been like over an hour, and it just feels like it's flown by.
Going.
I know, right?
It's flown by, and
absolutely.
that's it.
But
It's just a bunch of friends just sort of chatting about stuff, and those are the best. These are the best streams. So I appreciate the 2 of you. Thank you so much for the kind words, and for building your community and getting everybody involved and asking great questions. And I had a lot of fun. So thanks a lot for inviting me.
Absolutely, man. So again, thank you to everybody in the chat, guys. Thank you for all your awesome questions, your birthday wishes, your hellos, and for sharing some of your stories, right? Of what it means, for Paul's work, and how you guys share that, in your daily life too. So thanks again. We will catch you on the next one. Go follow Paul, by the way, Biteration Dude
Yes.
here on YouTube. The link is in the chat. I dropped it there. All you got to do is click it. Hit that little subscribe button if you haven't already. Check out his streams. Check out his unboxings. Check him out over on social media. Also, he's a champion of Micro Galaxy Squadron, which is a line that I absolutely love.
Mhm.
So, please and thank you for doing that. That line has kept... or that line has brought a lot of ships that I thought I was never gonna see, to be honest with you.
I know.
And I love, the work that they keep doing. So, all right, I'll leave you with that. Thank you again for everything. Thank you, chat, and we will catch you on the next one.
By the way, guys, if you're flying by the window, make sure to take a picture and
Exactly.
tag him because I do it every time.
Hashtag team window open.
There it is.
Yes.
And if you want to throw in a suck at Andrew Fung, that's fine. If not, I'll repost it
even
anyways.
better. Yes.
I actually have 8 folders filled on my Instagram account, and there's like 100 photos in each folder
nice.
of people who send me that and me reposting it. So
Yes.
hashtag team window open.
Perfect. There you go, guys. Now you know what to do. Let's make it into 1,000 posts here quick.
All right, guys. May the force be with you and have a good night.
We'll see y'all. Love y'all.
Bye.